do-it-yourself waterproof survival kit. Think about making one up for yourself. And you need more than the gear. You need to know how to use it. Do you know how to navigate with a compass and then take a pen and paper and make a map for yourself as you go along? Do you know how to make a poncho or a tent out of a trash bag and cord? Have you ever spent the night in something like that or weathered a storm? And you can learn how to do it safely. You can do it at a campground or in your backyard. You know. Do you know how to make a fire and keep it going? Have you started and made a fire, kept it going in snowy conditions like this? Have you kept your fire going, at least tried to during a storm? There are ways to practice these things safely. And then, if you know how to do it, you have the skills, you bring the gear, a lot better chance of making it back. Okay, so this is my do-it-yourself waterproof survival kit. You can make this up for yourself cheap or even free. I'll explain what I mean by free. It's because you can have a lot or maybe even all the items around your house right now, so you don't have to spend any additional money. This is a soap dish or a soap container from the Dollar Tree, so that's $1.25. And then to seal the crack here on the lid, I have a Ranger band. This is cut from an old piece of motorcycle inner tube. I changed my own motorcycle tires, so I have scrap inner tubes. If you don't, you could go to a motorcycle dealership, particularly one that has dirt bikes or works on antique bikes, because those sort of tires have tubes. But then ask the parts manager if you can dive in the dumpster for some tubes. And if they think you're not going to cause them any problems, a lot of times they say yes. Maybe you have a soap dish at home. If not, I think they still have these at the Dollar Tree, Walmart, other places. Now some of the soap dishes I've seen are soap container because it has this lid. Some of them have slots for drainage, others don't. This one doesn't. Obviously, if it had a bunch of slots for drainage, then water could get in, right? So you saw me dunk this in my puddle. I was thinking of throwing it in the river, but then I might lose it downstream. So I wiped off the outside much as I could as to not introduce any water. And here's the moment of truth. You seen any water, guys? I'm not seeing any water. It's dry. Okay, so I've tested out a lot of pre-made survival kits. A lot of them are advertised as waterproof. And then I test them out. First thing I do, throw it in the water. A lot of times it comes out with the contents wet. Well, not very waterproof, was it? But something you make yourself can be better. So what do I have in here? And it's good to make these up. It's fun. At least I find it to be fun making up survival kits, pocket survival kits. Gets me thinking of what I should be carrying and telling you a lot of stories about people that go out into the woods, hiking a trail or climbing a mountain, and they don't have the gear with them that they should. They get into trouble and have to be rescued, or some don't even make it back. So this gets me thinking about what sort of gear I should have. And also a small survival kit like this. Okay guys, don't run into the woods, particularly in the winter, with just this. However, let's say I have all the survival gear I need in my pack. What happens if I lose my pack? You know, some people, they tumble down almost like a cliff, get separated from their pack. Or there's people, they step off the trail a little bit or go away from camp a little bit to relieve themselves, or whatever reason they leave the trail. They see an interesting bird or whatever, go a short distance into the woods or away from the trail, away from the camp, and they can't find it again. They're separated from the pack. There's all kinds of different ways to get separated from your pack. So a pocket-sized survival kit, get in the habit of keeping it in your pocket, and then at the very least, you have some basic gear and you have at least a chance to survive. That's what I have in here. Scripto lighter. Let's see, I need flame. There I go. Got immediate flame, immediate fire. And let's see what else. A couple birthday candles. Again, that's a Dollar Tree score. Everything's easy till you try to do it on camera. So that was giving me light, and I have a long time to get a fire going. No need for panic. All right. Got a ferro rod. I believe this is either Explorer or Elk Ridge. I forget which one. From Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Both those brands are bargain brands. It's hard to get things in the camera frame sometimes. Hopefully you can see the sparks. I got gobs of sparks. This is a little can opener. Also makes my ferro rod scraper. Maglite LED. It's called the Solitaire, Maglite Solitaire. LED version. I don't like the incandescent version. But this one, this little thing is actually enough for me to hike by. I can see my feet all the ways down the trail. It's a AAA, so I got an extra battery. Okay, that could last me days, probably over a week. These are kind of tinder. That's meant to go along with a ferro rod. Of course you could use a lighter as well, but I reviewed those as part of a survival kit previously. I think that might have been, oh I forget, I'll put the link in the description. Got a pen and paper. Goes along, in my mind, with this compass. Usually shy away from button compasses, but I tested this one out from a pre-made survival kit and I liked it. So bringing that with me, making that part of the kit. It just fits well in the kit, and it goes along with a paper and pencil or paper and pen, because if I don't have a map, if I have a paper and pen, a compass, as I go along I can make a map. And this has a whistle built in. Works good. Don't have much of a knife in my kit because I usually carry a pocket knife and a belt knife. So I have this folding scalpel in there. Very, very sharp. A lot of uses for that. Fresnel lens. It's a type of magnifying glass. It's about the same size as a business card. You know, your driver's license or ID. It's that same size. So it fits in your wallet if you want, but also fits very well in my survival kit. My soap dish survival kit. So then, there's something in this little pocket kit that most pocket kits do not have, and that is shelter. Folded up green trash bag. I could unfold it for you guys, but I think everybody knows what a green trash bag looks like. So that can be a poncho, that can be a small tent, but just enough to get out of the elements if there's a storm. I have this cord. This is, I think, 30 feet of fishing line. It's not bank line, but because it's not tarred. I forget the specifications of that, but that's very strong cord. Can use it for fishing, but also many other uses. It's a braided synthetic cord. So if I use the trash bag as a poncho, everybody's done that, right? You cut a little head hole, or tear a little head hole in the trash bag, put it over your head. But sometimes it's too like puffy around the middle if I'm working or walking through brush or something. So I can take a little bit of the cord as like a belt, and then it's not like as baggy, excuse the unintentional pun, or I can use this to hang up the trash bag as a little tent. Alright guys, that's our do-it-yourself waterproof survival kit. Make one up for yourself, and then leave a comment telling us what you made or survival kits you've made up in the past. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. So I really thank you for joining me. Be back again soon. Let us hold fast the confession of our hope without wavering, for he who promised is faithful. Hebrews 10:23.